If you're watching this video, then this message is for you. Hi, my name is Diana, and I'm Psychic Intuitive, here to bring you a message about your hater or enemy. Okay, this could be a reading based on someone that you're already aware of is your hater or enemy. This could be about unknown haters or enemies, or it could just be a bunch of haters and enemies in your life in general. I mean, we all have haters and enemies. Okay, I'm sorry. We don't like to have haters and enemies, right? But that's just a fact of life. Okay, there are sometimes you walk into a room and someone just doesn't like you just based on the way you look. They don't even know anything about you, so that right there is automatic a hater or enemy. Could be a long time situation as well. But let's go ahead and begin this reading. So what I'm seeing for you here, my beautiful viewer, is that your hater or enemy does not want you to know that they are losing out financially on something. I feel like there's some sort of financial that their stocks are crashing. Something they had, there was a value, the value of it is going down, and they've been looking very closely at it. They've noticed that they're losing out financially on something. Okay, yeah, they've just been looking very closely at it. They've not wanted you to know this. They've tried to prevent you from looking closely at their situation. They don't want you to look closely at their situation and find out that something is going downhill. It could be they don't want you to look closely at their face so you can see their wrinkles, or they don't want you to look closely at their finances and notice that, you know, or get a view of their finances or their stocks or investments and notice that things are coming down, they're losing money fast. Or they don't want you to look very closely at their home and see that their home is falling apart and they're not able to take good care of it. I don't know what it is. There's some sort of value that's going downhill. This could be someone that you're aware of, so keep this in mind about them. I feel like for some of you, your hater or enemy might not want you to know that they are a man. Okay, I'm so sorry. They don't want you to know that they are a man, or it could be that they want you to think of them as female, but in reality they are a man, so they're hiding this from you. That's possible. They may not want you to know that they don't have a man. That keeps coming up. Yeah, they don't want you to know their true sexual orientation or their true that they may be a man, but they like to address as a woman, and they don't want you to know this. Or they may be a man and they also feel like women. They want to be called them, but they don't want to say that out loud. Or they may be a woman, or it could be that they don't want you to know that their sexual preferences is open. Okay, that they're maybe like gay, or they're pretending to be straight when they're actually bisexual or something like that. Okay, now I feel like your hater or your enemy does not want you to know that they feel trapped. Okay, they feel trapped within where they're at in life. Okay, they feel like they can't go very far, that they're restrained, that they're restricted. Okay, that they don't get to move about very often the way that they would like. Some sort of situation where it could be financial. Maybe they're very limited and they don't want you to know this. I feel like your hater or enemy thinks of you as very smart, that you're brilliant. They think that you're brilliant, that you're a genius, in fact, that you have great ideas, and that they view you as a shooting star. They are inspired by you. In fact, I feel like your hater or enemy is kind of like, whoa, I wish I could be like them. So there's something about you that you do where you stand out. Perhaps they feel like you're a shooting star, that you're going to be a celebrity, and this is something that really inspires them about you. Maybe they view you as popular because of your ideas. Okay, enriched and willing. Okay, I feel like your hater or enemy doesn't want you to know that they feel enriched by you, and that they are willing to do something with you. They want you to feel like they don't like you, they don't want to do anything with you, but the reality is they're willing to be less of a hater of yours, because they feel enriched by you. They feel that you add so much value to their life, or that you bring something of value to the table, or to the plate, and they're willing to entertain this or pull this in, but they don't want you to know this. Okay, your hater or enemy thinks that you dress well. They may like the way you dress. They may like your accessories, and they don't want to tell you that. They may like the way you wear your belt, or something about your belt. And also, I feel like your hater or enemy, this is for some of you, has gotten off thinking about you. They have been turned on by you, masturbated thinking of you, that kind of thing. Also, I feel like your hater or enemy doesn't want you to know. They think of you. Oh, I know what it is. They feel vulnerable around you. Your hater or your enemy feels vulnerable. They feel that you could attack them. But I'm getting the feeling like there's a reverse message here. Spirit guides trying through me to you, which is that you're an innocent. Okay, you are an innocent. Your spirit is light. You're a beautiful creature of light, and you're wonderful. You're harmless. You wouldn't harm a soul. In fact, you bring beauty to the world, perhaps through your voice or your singing or your throat chakra or something. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like, they feel threatened by this. Okay, your hater or your enemy feels threatened by your voice, feels threatened by your ability to take flight, feels threatened by your bird-like features or your bird-like abilities. Your hater or your enemy feels that you are the missing puzzle, maybe to help them save money. That's for some of you. Okay, they feel that they don't want to let you go. They don't want to let you go. Secretly, you see, when you're a hater or an enemy, that's a way for someone to hold on to you. Okay, they feel that you provide missing pieces to a puzzle, that they're trying to understand something, and they feel that you provide valuable information. Actually, that like we're going back to that bright ideas energy that we picked up on earlier. Your hater or enemy thinks that you supply answers that they're looking for. Answers that allow them to hold on to their stuff. It could be financial information, things that are of financial value, or things that just they don't understand, and you give them clues to help them understand it better. They don't want you to know that. Your hater or your enemy is disturbed. They're shocked by how happy you seem. They just feel that you're happy, that you crack up, you laugh, you enjoy your life, you're full of joy, you drink deeply of things that make you happy, that you also they are petrified. At one point, for some of you, this is true, that you laughed at them. Perhaps you laughed at them or thought that they were funny or silly or stupid, and this happened, and they were just like, huh, how could you be laughing at me? Don't make fun of me. Like, they just that floored them. Also, I feel like for some of you, your hater doesn't want you to know that they're dismayed that you make people laugh, that you're funny. They're dismayed at how funny you are. They're just like, wow. They're like, how could they be so funny? This is all coming from a place of competition, of course. I mean, I feel like they're just feeling competitive with you. I feel like your hater or enemy, or your haters or enemies, they want to take advantage of you and get things from you, but they don't want to give you the credit for it. They don't want to acknowledge how good you are at this or at that, or they want to get things from you, but not let you know, but not give you credit for it, or just sort of use it, take things from you, and continue to hate on you. Ugh. All right, let's move on here. So your hater or your enemy has tried to gaslight you. Yes. They tried to gaslight you. They tried to distort your reality at one point. They've resorted to emotional manipulation. They made you try to question your sanity. And if for some of you, they have succeeded. I'm sorry. But I do think that they've tried to tell you, you're imagining it. No, that's not true. I don't really feel like that or whatever. But in reality, they did. Whatever you suspected, your intuition is on point. Whatever you have thought about your hater or your enemy, it's right. And they just try to make you think that it was all in your head. Okay, this is something they don't want you to know. I feel like this may have had something to do with a situation where you were feeling judged. You're feeling judged in some kind of way. So your hater or enemy doesn't want you to know that they are secretly impressed by how well you do on social media. They're impressed. They're impressed at how many likes, how many subscriptions, followers you have, the social recognition you've been given. Maybe it's not online. Maybe it's just in your church, your community. That people really give you that head nod. They're just like, yeah, that's they validate you. I am thinking mostly this is online fame though. So for some of you, if you have a social media, you have an online profile, or some sort of account online that's doing really well, they are impressed with it. They are impressed. In fact, I feel like they go check it out, they go look at it, and they're like, whoa, their numbers are growing, oh my gosh, and they're impressed by this. I feel like your hater or enemy, I feel like for some of you, oh my gosh, this is horrible, right? This is really horrible. I feel like for some of you, your hater or enemy smiles at you a lot. They smile at you. But in reality, they're mad at you. They compete with you. They are angry that you're doing so well, and it disturbs them. Or, they'll say one thing and do another thing, okay? Or they'll betray you. They'll be kind to you. They'll pretend to be loyal to you. They pretend to be loyal to you. I feel like your hater enemy may be someone who pretends to be a friend or pretends to be someone who's good with you. But this could be a two-faced energy for some of you, where it's like they're smiling, they're all smiles and stuff, but you felt this vibe. Like I said, they try to make you feel gaslighted, right? They try to make you feel like, no, I don't really hate you. That's all in your head. You're just sensitive. You're just insecure. I didn't really mean it like that, but in reality, they hate your guts. Okay, I'm so sorry. And I feel like you're being warned to trust carefully the people around you who are smiling at you. Trust carefully these people. It could be an acquaintance, it could be a family member, maybe like a distant family member, something like that. Okay, I feel that your hater or enemy is really impressed with how unbreakable you seem. Like, even when they've tried to like rain negativity on your head or hurt you or sabotage you, it just feels like you endure the hardship and you just keep on going. They're kind of blown away by it, actually. That you have this attitude of like, nothing can break me, I just keep on trucking. Or even if you have your bad moments, you get up, you pick yourself up, and you keep it moving. And they're impressed with this. Okay, I feel like your hater or your enemy, they've tried to do things to hurt you or harm you, but they see that you continue to recharge, that you are never ending. You have a never ending rechargeable type of situation going on. That they could hurt you, they could do things to you, but you bounce back, you'll come back stronger. Again, we're going back to this whole unbreakable energy that we saw earlier, which is that you are, they feel that you're just able to emotionally recover, and they're stunned by it. They want to crush you. They want you to stay down. And they realize that you are very determined and you keep it moving. It doesn't matter what kind of successes they have with disturbing you, hurting you, putting a hurt on your calm, sabotaging you, whatever it is. Okay, yeah, very interesting. Also, I'm getting to that if your hater enemy has not masturbated thinking about you, something they don't want you to know is that they do masturbate, and maybe not to you, but they do that kind of thing, and they don't want you to know. They feel like it's a point of weakness. They feel ashamed of it. All right, let's keep moving on, okay, and see what it is. Yeah, your hater or enemy is blown away by the fact that you are a symbol. You're a symbol. You have status in life. You have status. And that people view you as someone reputable, someone with clout. Okay. They also are impressed with your ability to read, to understand symbols, to be able to decipher things, to be able to break codes, to be able to abstract. You abstract very well. You're able to take abstract concepts and break it down and you can break things down and understand things. You have a genius mind. It's going back to this, that you're able to analyze and break things down. They're very impressed with this. Also, I feel like for some of you, remember I just mentioned masturbation and all this stuff. I feel like your hater or enemy desires you. Yes, they desire you. They view you as desirable. They feel that you are a desirable person. They desire you. They're greedy for you. They may lust for you too. I'm getting that your hater or enemy also lusts for you. They have nightmares about you, especially the ones that smile at you. The one that smiles at you all the time, that doesn't want you to know that you're a hater or enemy of theirs. Okay, they have nightmares about this. It just plays with their mind. It plays with their mind. The games that they're playing is not right. And so they don't sleep well at night because of how they are being towards you. This is not something where they're like this and they go to bed at night and they're victorious and feel like, they don't even know that I hate them. And, they don't even know that I don't like them and stuff. And I have one over on them. They're dumb. I'm just going to keep, messing with them. And they didn't even realize it. They have sleepless nights over the fact that they treat you like this because you're popular. You're well liked. You are resilient. You don't let anything break you. They have nightmares over the fact that they're your hater. They're like, they know it's wrong for them to be your hater. And they're really impressed by how you fight. You stand strong. You're not breakable. They may have tried to gaslight you to thinking that you are sensitive, or that you're breakable, or you're easy to disturb, or that it's all in your head, you have low self-esteem, or you're insecure. But the truth is, they view you as a warrior. They view you as a warrior. They view you as standing strong. No matter come rain or shine, if come fire, come storms, that you are ready. You stand ready with your sword, ready to take down whoever's a villain around them. Okay? That you're ready. And this is part of why they hide. This is why they're scared. They're like, they dare not show their face to you. They dare not say, come out bold-facedly and be your hater and your enemy to your face. Okay? Because you will strike them down. They're afraid of you. They're afraid of showing you who they really are. Your hater or enemy doesn't want you to know that they bully you. They've been hiding this. They like to kind of bully you in a passive-aggressive way, or from behind the scenes, or bully you in a certain kind of way emotionally, and then tell you, and then when you confront them about it, or if you say something, they'll say, that's in your head. You're silly. I would never do that. Or that's not, they bully you some kind of way. I don't know what it is, but they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. And this is part of their strategy to keep themselves, to keep on, to keep this thing going. Okay. They don't want to stop. They're kind of addicted to it. They're kind of addicted to being your hater. Okay. Now I'm seeing that your hater or enemy views you as very attractive, very beautiful. They don't want you to know this. They don't want you to know that they miss you. It could be that you've distanced yourself from this person. That's possible. And they don't want you to know that they miss you. Your hater or your enemy doesn't want you to know that they're embittered. They're embittered. That they've gone through life's hardships, and they are, or that they've done without someone or something. They've been sort of starved of someone or something. And they don't want you to know this, okay? Because they feel that you are popular. They feel that you are popular. And that you're surrounded by people who love you, people who like you, who are putting 1,000 likes on your videos, or 1,000 likes on your photos, or 100 subscription every day, and 500, DMs, and, and they're alone. They're lonely. They're doing without company. They're doing without the things that you have. They don't want you to know that what you have, they don't have. Okay? And this could have to do with popularity. Yeah, your hater or enemy doesn't want you to know that they're in pain. They're in pain. They're hurting. Many people have cut them off. Many people have stopped talking to them. Many people, I'm seeing separation. They feel the pain of separation from people that they loved or previously wanted to be with. Perhaps you've cut this person off. Perhaps you've stopped dealing with them so closely, and it's bothering them big time. It is bothering them. And this is maybe why they're forced to smile whenever they see you, because they don't want you running away. No, they want you to stick around so they can keep hating on you. Your hater or enemy doesn't want you to know that things aren't going well for them. Their investments are not going great. Their profits are meager. They don't get paid much for what they do. When they do get money, when they do get like returns on what they're working on, it's very slow to come. They don't get paid very often. Or I just feel like financially, I feel like they may try to put up a front to you like they're doing well financially, but they're not. Things are slow growing. Their investments are sort of going downhill. We saw that earlier. Your hater or enemy doesn't want you to know that they are being tamed by you. That they are being tamed by you. That your energy of resilience, no matter how they behave towards you, has been teaching them some lessons. They've been learning from you by watching the way you behave and react. Though it's really floored them. They punish you. They've done things to you. Yet you remain happy. You remain standing strong. You're a warrior. You're popular. You have people around you who like you, love you, and people who desire you. Okay, they're watching all these things. They're your hater and your enemy, but they are also learning from you. You're teaching them some things through the way you're handling their abuse, the way you've handled their abuse or their bullying tactics. And this them feeling empty, feeling like they don't have what you have, and then seeing how strong you're standing is making them realize that they need to heed you sometimes, that they need to do as you say, that they need to let you shape them, let you move them in the direction that move them in a certain direction. Okay, they are feeling tamed by you. They've bitten you, but they're realizing that it doesn't serve them to always bite you. It doesn't serve them to always hurt you. It serves them to do as you say and behave around you, because they want to stay around you guys. Okay, your hater or enemy doesn't want to. They're lonely, and they don't have, it's like success by proximity, right? They feel like if they're near you, then maybe some of that will rub off on them. And so your enemy or hater wants to be close to you. They don't be surprised if your enemy or hater had sort of distanced themselves from you. They may come back to you and do as you say, or give you something that you are wanting, or behave a certain way that they were wanting you to be, that you are wanting them to behave, because they want to be near you. They'd rather be near you than be far away from you. And this is something they don't want you to know. And that's all I'm seeing in the cards, guys. If you've enjoyed or valued this reading, then please put a like on it, subscribe, and let me know which part of this reading resonated the most with you. I would love to chat with you. Take good care of yourself, okay? Bye.